Hi, it's Doc O'Leary with another video lesson for you. You're about to discover how to finally tap into your body's natural ability to hit longer, more accurate drives with consistency too. It's all about something called the chain reaction. Here's the golf wizard PGA teaching pro Mark Minear to show you how it's done. Take it away, Mark.
Thanks, Doc. This video lesson will cover chain reaction. What does that mean? Where does the power come from? It comes from the motion of the body swinging the outer circle of the club head. It's called a golf swing. We want the club to swing. We don't want to move it. That's why I see on the range all the time. We see amateur golfers trying to move this club. We want this club to swing. And what does that mean? How does that start? You know, we can't start back with our arms if we're going to swing the club, all right? So we want to get this club started moving. Chain reaction. What really happens first? We want to use the ground. It's where all the energy happens first. So even get the club back is you really got to feel your feet, knees, hips start turning back, letting the club swing back. It's actually a great way to even know the pace you're supposed to take it back. You know, I've given enough lessons that a person will come up to me and say, you know, if I take it back slow, I hit the ball really good. Well, sometimes slow isn't good because you're moving the club. Does this look good? There's no coil, I'm all stiff. You got to swing it back. Watch, this would be better like Ben Hogan. At least that's swinging. That's faster, but I'm swinging. Obviously, I can swing slow like Fred Couples, but you can still see he's using the ground. He's using his feet. He's using his knees. He's using his hips. So here's some of the recommendations I recommend that you try is to get this feeling of getting the club to swing back, and then of course we'll talk about the through swing, is first of all is when you set the club on the ground, most people set it into the ground. We don't want that. Your thumb, there's not supposed to be any pressure. Your both thumbs are supposed to kind of be soft. So you're supposed to rest the club on top of the grass. So it's almost like hovering. If you notice, the thumb pressure gets out of the hands. You don't want to push it down there. It won't move. You want the club almost hanging in your arms through your hands and no thumb pressure. That allows free movement, okay? Also in setting up is, if you notice, a lot of professionals, they just wiggle their toes. They're always in a little bit of motion. See, I'm wiggling my toes and my hips. You want to, especially the toes, they want to come off the ground. You don't want to get too far leaned over because then you kind of get stuck and you can't move. Again, so the two things that I think are very important to get the club to swing back is make sure you don't ground the club so hard. It can set on the grass, but it must set on top of the grass, okay? That way the thumbs can be real soft. Notice, it's almost just hanging my fingers. I can take my thumbs off, little wiggle in the toes, okay? Keep those toes up, a little start in motion, and then you can get the club to swing back. Notice there's a little hip initiation in there, right? You gotta let the club swing back, all right? Momentum, again, my arms aren't even tight. Everyone wants to keep, again, amateurs want to keep this left arm straight. The left arm is not straight by holding it straight. If you feel that, you're gonna lose all your power. Again, because there's a tightness involved. You don't wanna hold anything straight. Trying to hold this gets too restricted. You're not gonna be able to move down very efficiently or very fast, okay? By the way, swinging faster or getting the club head to move faster and doing it efficiently with a good swing, swinging the club, the ball goes farther. Well, a lot of amateurs go, well, I don't want to hit farther, I just want to hit straighter. The farther the ball goes, your swing's gotten better for you. So once you maximize your distance, your swing is more efficient. So your swinging proper, so the ball goes straighter. So that's always a funny one. I just want to hit it down the middle. No, it's got to hit farther, and once you hit it your distance, straightness will come, okay? That's what I'm helping with today. Again, in setup, don't set it on the ground. A little bit of hover, it still touches the grass, little wiggle of the toes, this for the backswing. Get it started. Let the momentum, look, my left arm's super light there. The reason why is because I got momentum swinging it back. I'm not trying to hold it there, okay? Now, on the through swing, if you set up the swinging motion, it's gonna be really easy to change the direction because it happens again, right through your feet. Your feet load, they get grounded, use the ground, they feel like, I was told by an instructor, a very good instructor many years ago, is that it feels like jumping your first move. That means into the ground. Again, another problem with a lot of amateur golfers, they think the first move is get your left side. But notice I didn't use the ground. I'm moving forward. That's mainly called a slide. And again, then you're out of position. Your arms have to catch up. And then you're using your arms, lose a lot of power. The first move is, again, I remember reading this too, for the top class golfer, the first move is left leg moves into the ground, right leg resist. Look at my knees. Just like Sam's knee, they separate a little bit. What? using the ground. Tiger Woods' dip is good. It's just when he's not playing as good, we kind of blame it. No, all the pros lower themselves. They lower themselves, getting in the ground. They're using the ground. That's why they have so much speed, okay? And if you start that way, try to guess what? The left arm is being pulled long. It's going to hang long. My arms are just hanging, okay? Get grounded, first move. It goes feet, knees, hips. That grounds you. And then what happens is, as long as the shoulder's loose, especially the left, this is a kind of a, if the left shoulder is too tight, you're also going to slow down and restrict your swing. The reason why the left shoulder sometimes stays tight is because we're trying to hit it straight and it gets in the way. You got to let it be loose. Again, at address position, if your thumbs aren't too aggressive on the club and you're hovering the club, your left shoulder will tend to be very loose, okay? And you'll let it rotate on the way through, all right? So one of the drills I like to feel on the downswing, to feel that softness and using the body and the chain reaction of the feet, knees, hips, and getting into the ground, is drop the club back here. A lot of amateurs are afraid, oh, I'm going to hit it fat. Well, this is what it feels like. If you only use your arms, that's where the arms would go. But once you add pivot to it, it moved the divot forward. I didn't move my arms to get to the ball. That's a great drill. I can hit golf balls that way. 1, 2, see? Very good contact. I did a mini swing, compress that ball. The other thing that's going to happen, if you have this chain reaction going on, is that the club is dragging through, the arm stays long because of energy. See, I'm into the ground, coming through, hands lead, right arm is still bent, just like a hammer. The right forearm is supposed to be bent at impact because you have all this pressure behind the ball. If it's already straight and flipping and casting, there's no more power. You're dragging it in, chain reaction with those hips, knees, arms are just hanging. They really just drop. Just rotate it, hands lead, compress that ball. You're going to hit a long ways, all right? So try to remember it's not an arm swing. Try to remember you're not taking it back with the arms and it's moving everything. You really want to feel the ground, your feet, your knees, your hips, swinging it back. It'll help you if you hover the club, twist, just wiggle your toes a little bit, swing it back, drag it on through, get that chain reaction, feel that squatty separation, use the ground, the arms drag through. I recommend this practice drill sometimes. See if you can rotate to there and let it go. Look at the extension I have on the way through. Again, so many golfers trying to hold it there. If you're swinging your arms by your body and left shoulder, my left arm bends. If I into the ground and dragging and use my pivot, it's like I'm throwing the club out there. It just flies out of my hands. Let's check it out with the driver. It's where you really want to get that ropiness. Again, the driver's long, we try to control it. No? See, watch my management. Look, I'm shuffling my toes. I actually do hover the driver. I can tee it up any height I want. Golfers always are sitting there fiddling, okay, I got to get the right tee height. Doesn't matter. I can hit off a Coke bottle. Doesn't matter. I can tee it up super high. Why? Because I swing where the ball is. I let the club swing where the ball is. So this would be fairly high for people, okay? All right, notice, thumbs are off. I'm lowering the club like a crane to the position where it's hanging, not on the ground, okay, getting stuck. Matt Kuchar does this. Matt Kuchar holds it off the ground, you know why? He feels more relaxed, he's letting it hang. Again, he doesn't plow it into the ground down here. He's supposed to move the club. So watch my mannerisms. I got the grip, lower the club, my thumbs are barely on it, shuffling my feet. Now I'm ready. And the club swings. That's how come it goes far. It looks effortless, all right? So again, if you do these simple little things, you're gonna get the power in your golf swing. But you have to start here. You have to make sure you're swinging the club, not moving the club. PGA Golf Pro, Mark Minear. That's chain reaction. Watch this, feel it, work it. You'll be hitting the ball farther and straighter. Thanks.